Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? So, today we're going to be doing another Windows box. It's called Phantom from HackTheBox. I know I said I'm going to be doing a hard box, but it was a very long day of packing stuff, so I'll settle for a medium today. Let me just change the title. There we go. Oh, no worries. You can always catch up on the VOD or check it out on YouTube. I've uploaded it this morning, so you should be able to get it from there. Or just read the write-up. There we go. My commands still work. Right, so we're doing Phantom. HTB machine stream. Sorry, music was a bit too loud. Right, we do have an IP address. So let's start the scan. 10.129.234.63. Oh, Booney, just because you've missed yesterday's stream, I do have now a house move date. So after that we can schedule the OSCP stream. So that's gonna happen in the next 2 weeks. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that. First of all, I'll be getting a much better internet connection. I have a gigabit download here, but only 100 meg up. So that's a bit iffy for streaming. So in the new place, I'll get gigabit up and down. Right, what are we dealing with here? The main controller, of course. Oh, it's a Vuln box, Vuln box. Nice. Okay, so while that's running, let's do NXC SMB 129.234.63 guest. Okay, generate hosts file. Let's add that to our host file. We do need to go back at some point and look at NovaCart from HackSmarter. I forgot about that. I just saw the names in the host file and I remembered. Right, so that one's still going, but we do have guest access apparently, so let's enumerate shares. Okay, so we have read on a public share. This is the default Windows share. There's not going to be much there, but guest share. Tag M spider plus tag O output folder guest share download flag equals true. So we download everything. Ugh. That was not a nice screenshot. So we've downloaded everything now. We're gonna need to have a look at what's there. So let's go loot, guest share. Okay, so we have an email file there. So we have a username, Lucas. For me, that basically means first name, you get the first letter and then last name. That's the format. So let's add that. Users. We don't know if the user is valid or not, but it's a start. We have some base64 content there. Okay. And we're gonna have to, so this one seems to be a PDF file. We're gonna have to decode that. But yeah, so Anthony Lucas. Would probably help if I read everything. PDF base64. Let's go ahead and replace spaces. Spaces, new lines. There we go. And now okay, so we have, there we go. So we found a password that seems to be a default password for new users. Let me just copy that to passwords. Anything else in the nmap scan? Well, no, but we have enough to go with now. We need more users. Okay, so we've managed to get a list of users here. We need to remove some of that, so grab seed type user, cut delimiter / backslash field 2. Yeah. Cut delimiter space field 1. There we go. TMP users. So now we have where's temporary users. We can remove administrator guest and KRB remove the empty line. This one we can probably remove because it's a machine account as well. There's no point in us trying to brute force that. So, NXC SMB, but this time I'm going to use users, pass, continue on success. Oh, wait. Oh, it's TMP users. There we go. So we do have a user. The screenshot did not copy correctly, sorry. And let's copy that to our credential. Let's see, do we have access to any other shares with this user? And of course I'm gonna run Bloodhound just after that, don't worry. That would be my next step. Actually, I'm just gonna pass in that shares. Okay, so we have another share here. Hmm. Right. So now I need to run Bloodhound. Which one did you go for? Was it OpenAI or Anthropic? Good. What didn't work as expected? Or how are you finding it more? No, so that's the domain. That's I have a subscription for Claude as well. I use it quite a lot. Bloodhound CLI up. Yes, I have that plan as well, and I'm thinking of actually going to the next version. I use it on a day-to-day basis. It's almost always running. It's always providing content, providing feedback, always writing stuff. I do have to validate a lot of the code that it's producing. It's not yet at the standard that I'm happy to just tell it, yeah, build this and go with it. But it's really, really good. Let me put it this way, it's annoyingly good. Yeah. So I've had Claude, and I've actually I was using 4.6 today with the harness that I've built for it and some MCP servers. I've had it do a medium Linux box today. It finished it in 55 minutes from start to finish. Yep. Now you have the capability to do that, and that's one of the things that's amazing about AI. If you have the idea, you can put it into Claude, and then you will have to validate, and you have to go through security validation of the application as well. But it gives you the core structures, and it gives you basically the boilerplate to work with, to build anything that you want. you can build iOS apps, you can build web apps, you can build Rust applications, anything. So I find it amazing. I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, AI this, AI that. Use it on a day-to-day basis, see what's capable of, and then discuss. I use a lot of AI at work as well. And I'm not just using it to program. Yep. Well, welcome to the club of AI users. The only thing I would say, if you're looking to get a personal assistant like Hermes or OpenClaw, Claude won't work with it anymore. I think they're gonna be banning that type of integration, and you're gonna have to switch to API usage, which is very expensive. Another thing that I've been playing around with recently, I have an older MacBook Pro, an M2 CPU. I'm running Qwen, what was it, 3.6, 35 billion parameters. It's pretty snappy. Okay. Well, if you want to share ideas and stuff like that, hop on Discord. Always happy to discuss. Okay, so we've imported our bloodhound here. Let's see. This is our user. Add to owned. What are you a member of? Tech supports. Domain users, authenticated. Okay, so tech support is interesting. Let's have a look. No outbound control, but we do have other members here as well. Okay, let's see who's the main admin, shall we? Okay, any Kerberostable users? No. Okay, we did have some shares that we need to look into as well, because it seems like this user doesn't have much in terms of Active Directory access, but we do have departments share there. So yeah, I'm too lazy to retype the full command, so there we go. Seems like there are some very large files in there. Right, so we need max file size. Can we just say 100 MB? Will that work? No. If does it need it in kilobytes or bytes? I don't know. Let's try. Oh. Why am I being stupid? 2400. Oh no, that's in kilobytes then. That so it needs it in bytes. No, that's again too low. Missing 1 0. Come on. There we go. I want to download everything. Give me all the files. That's gonna take a while. Do you mind sharing any of the ideas, or are you keeping them secret for now? mremote-ng. Oh, I know that mremote-ng stores configuration files with passwords inside of the files, so if that's available on the box, that might be a potential privilege escalation or lateral movement, something along those lines. Ah, enjoy. Just checking to see what we have in here. But I think I've seen what we need to do. There's a backup that's being downloaded now. That's quite big. Right. It would seem like I'm dropping some frames. Oh, I cannot wait for the better internet connection. Yeah, so that's 12 megabytes. Okay, we have VeraCrypt here. What's VeraCrypt? Disk encryption software. Okay. So we have IT backups and we have this one here. File type. Okay, as I said, so HC is an encrypted virtual disk, which we'll probably need to decrypt at some point. Okay. Where's my terminal? Department IT backup. So it's just data. Do we have VeraCrypt to John? When was that posted and what version are we using? VeraCrypt 126. Let's test. I did forget to mention there is a note on the machine saying if you need to crack a hash, generate a password list using the company name or and the year and the special character, something along those lines. So we will need to generate that. I'm just curious to see if this will actually work to crack, but let's move this to loot. So we have the backup hash here. Phantom, winter. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use that version and then winter, summer, fall, spring. Autumn, let's do 2020 to 26. Entity. So we need 27 because I want to include that one as well. Print format p t. Oh, we need symbols as well, right? Sim. What do we want to use? That. At. Do we want pound as well? Yeah, we should. I don't want all of them, I just want a couple. Question mark? Pipe. I think that's about enough. For S and sim. S. And we need another version where pt equals lower. I hope that's a function in Python. Let's test this out. There we go. So that basically gives us uppercase, lowercase with ears and symbols. Good. Wait, what did I use here to generate TrueCrypt to John? I know, it's not the most beautiful Python code that you've seen, but it does the job. Now, I need to go back to loot. Because I have the hash here and I have the pass list as well. Hashcat, tag A0, hash, pass list. And hopefully it will actually crack. No. No hash match. John, hash, pass list. Why is it using... Can see how... Oh, without the W. Why is it going through? Okay, so that did not crack. Yeah, sure. Or drop me a message on Discord. Doesn't need to be on Twitch. I'm just curious to see what people are working on. Recover the first 512 bytes of the container and use it as a hash. Or use the VeraCrypt to hashcat. Okay. So, VeraCrypt to hashcat. Let's try this. Oh. Bloody hell. Great. And we could actually try to just get the first 512 bytes, but if there's a script, I might as well use it and provide it in the write-up. There we go. So this is reading a header from what I can see in the script here. Okay. So, Python 3. I'm not in the correct folder, am I, to generate a new hash? Great. Department share IT backups. IT backups. Okay, so it works. Hash2. Hashcat, tag A0. Hash2. Pass list. I'm assuming this is the... Let's go with this one first. So... Seems like I'm dropping frames again. That did not want to work. What's the length of this? 128. Let's see, what does this say? Let's try one of the legacy modes. Ah, okay. We need to but our container is not true crypt. Doesn't matter. Let's see. 10 department shares IT backups. Oh, bloody hell. Almost did an overwrite. #3. If is the input stream basically. So department share IT backups IT. Yeah, I have my doubts that that's gonna work. Apparently he's trying to crack the legacy type. That's slow cracking. And this one's still copying data. Okay, so it's copying Wireshark. Thanks. Okay, let's leave that one to crack. Let's have a look in Bloodhound. See what else we can see in here. So we have a forced password change here, which gets us to ICT security, and then we're allowed to act. So we can do a ticket impersonation there. That is slow. Let's hope this cracks. Uh, should we narrow down the number of years and symbols? Because I think this is taking too long. Yeah, it's just annoying. I don't want to keep you guys just waiting there. So let's do 2023. When was the machine released? $2025. So let's do 26 and let's just use no. Let's remove fall. Just use and at. Actually, I'm gonna change the script a bit and do okay. So basically this will go through all variants of the company name first and then move to the others, because it does say on the website, that on the HackTheBox website, that you should use a small password list. So that's probably why, because it's taking ages to crack in this mode. And they are stating to use a combination of company name, years, and special symbols. So let's see. Yeah, well, it's Sunday. What do you expect? People have better things to do than watch me struggle to crack a hash. What other modes are there? We're gonna try 82 afterwards and see. Where's that article? Okay, so I think we need to try some more. Yeah. Why is it trying summer? Did I leave summer in there? Okay. Let's narrow it down again, because I need to try different algorithms. 2022. Yeah. Password list 3. So just company name now. Nothing else. 22 to 25. And we need to go through some other hashes. So let's try 22. Quit. Password list 3. Mode. I don't think it helps that my frames keep dropping here. It cracked. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you for the raid, Pebble. How was your stream? Welcome, raiders. So we've managed to actually crack this with a different algorithm. Oh, thank you for the follow, HTB port. So, just a quick recap of what we've done. Yeah, hopefully. So we are doing Phantom from HackTheBox. We've managed to get some data from shares, like a PDF that was embedded in an email. We got an initial password there for ibryant user here. We've downloaded all the shares. We found the VeraCrypt encrypted drive, and we've cracked the hash with hashcat, and now we need to mount the drive and see what data we have in there. So you haven't lost much? So we have Phantom 2023 as a password. Let's add that to our password list. Now we need to actually install the application because we don't have it installed, but we do have the package. We have the exact same version that's used because we got that from the share files. So ibryant share 10 department IT not backups. So we have this one here, sudo tpkg tac-e VeraCrypt. Okay. Oh, great. Do I need to create a Ubuntu VM now? I really don't want to. But let me download an ISO for Ubuntu 22. Actually, no, it does not exist, and I'm not gonna add it. Thank you for the follow, gratitude 2023. Welcome to the stream. Right, I need an Ubuntu VMs, and I don't think I have an ISO for that version. What do you mean, custom passwords? Oh, we've already cracked the hash, so that cracked. Where is it? So we have the hash for the drive. We have the password for the drive, but I cannot install the binary. Actually, can we download a newer version? Yeah, I want to basically open the drive. App image, let's try. It's not the same version. That's why it's bothering me. Okay. It's asking for the password. Okay, so it's mounted. We don't need the Windows VM. Sorry, Ubuntu VM, not the Windows VM. Well, I've downloaded the latest version of VeraCrypt, the app image, and that works. So, let's see what we have in here. Okay, so we have some Splunk logs. We have some backups. A recycle bin. Azure VMs. Let me just take some notes before I forget. I don't tend to put even CTF data. I try not to put it into online readers and stuff like that. You don't know what the server will do with that information, you know? Okay, so we have two backups here that we'll need to extract. I think we can close this one because we no longer need it. Unmount and exit that because we have all the data in there. Yeah, probably but force of habit, I would say. Unzip ticket. Okay, so we have some SQL data in there. Oh. Did I blow up my VM? I don't think so. Oh, that's a lot of files. Great, thanks. Yeah, I have enough space. It's fine. Okay. Anything for password? That's Bloodhound data. Splunk logs, password won't be logged in Splunk logs. That's a lot of results. Let's keep that there because it might be useful. There we go. And we seem to have another user. Creds. I'll need to verify the credentials, but no, that's not useful. Anything that has a hash sign in front of it is going to be a comment, so it's not going to be useful for us. And again, the same password in a different file. Same user. So I think we found that password in quite a few places. We might as well have a go at it. So where's our credentials? Mr. Stanley here. NXC, SMB. Let's just do shares. And it does not work. Does the user actually exist in Bloodhound? It does. Did I copy the password correctly? Yep. What's the error message? Logon failure. Why? Interesting. So the username and password combination doesn't work. Let's add this one to passwords. Okay. I'm trying. Oh, there we go. That's funny. So in the configuration files, we actually have L. Stanley here with the password, but it's not his password. It's actually the password for SVC SSPR. So we do have a new user, which is SVC. There's my credentials file. Let's change that. There we go. SVC. Add as owned. Member of remote management. Good. So we can basically do evil-winrm. That would be 63 SSPR. There we go. And you know what that means? It's time for Adaptix. Oh, I already have a listener. Generate agent. Yeah, exe, that's fine. There we go. If we don't have defender, we should get the callback. I'm not sure if there's a defender or not. There is not. Okay. Let me just take some notes. Thank you for the follow, chatbot. Hopefully you're not a bot, so welcome to the stream. Now, what do we have here? Do we have a user flag? I wonder. Yes, we do. Okay, privileges. Wait. I found something previously in AD and I forgot about it. This one. Come on. So, we have a forced password change over Nicholas there, who is part of ICT security and is allowed to delegate. Well, allowed to act. So let's exploit this. Linux abuse, NetRPC, of course. Target user, that would be our friend Nicholas here. That's fine. Actually, let me close some of the old files because we don't no longer need them and move out of there. Config boot, no longer use it, no longer needed. We need the password. Phantom. Phantom.vl. SVC SSPR. Domain controller, that's 10.129.234.63. There we go. And now we should be able to log in. Nichols, not Nicholas, Nichols. There we go. So we've actually changed the password and confirmed the credentials. Now, because he's a member of ICT security, we can see allowed to act. Are we allowed to add a computer? LDAP. Oh. Ten, 1, 2, 9, 2, 3, 4. Nope. So we cannot use that to exploit. Because we're not allowed to add any machines. So we cannot do the add computer. We need to find an account with SPN set. Oh, bloody hell, stop searching it everywhere. And we're back. Okay, so we need to find an account with an SPN set that we can actually exploit the delegation here. And since we don't have the ability to add a computer. Let's have a look. Computers. Let's close that. So the only computer that there is on the network with an SPN is the DC itself. Let's try. Not sure if this is gonna work. Delegate from, that's gonna be DC target computer. Will that work though? Because we don't have the ability to let's see. DC action right, Phantom. Yeah. With his stupid new password. Oh, if you have a link. I think we need a DC IP, don't we? Yeah, DC IP 129.234.63. Okay, so that works. Let me just take some notes on that, because I'll post the link in a second. I know Nightbot is blocking it, but there we go. Let's have a look. Let's try it. So, yeah, that's not good. Let's do it this way. So what do we need to do? Obtain a TGT. So it's gonna be over SMB. Describe ticket. Okay, so we have the ticket here. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with my machine. This is absolutely annoying. I actually had to kill everything and restart OBS completely. Great. Right, so where were we? I no longer have my adaptics. I don't have anything set up anymore, so let me do that real quick. Yeah, that beacon won't come back alive, so let's start a new one. Where were we? So we were trying this, so exploit. Yeah, we have the cache there. Let's do that again. Right. I cannot wait to move and actually get a proper internet, and I desperately need a new machine as well. So what we need now is to change the password, but we need that hash there. Tag M, change password, tag O, new NT hash equals that bit. Okay. So target user must change password at next logon. Okay. Use ccache, delegate administrator, user to user. And I don't have that option. I think this is an older version of NXC. Maybe netexec. Nope. Okay, so I don't actually have that. So Kali rolling is 151, and that's the latest release. But it doesn't say here on which version this is available. And it's not available. Yes, we are. We are back. Okay, so basically I cannot use this because it doesn't seem to exist. Yes, it will get better, but I don't think it's just the internet. I think it's my my machine that's crapping out. As I said, it's about 8 years old now, and it's seen some usage. Okay, I'll need to look into this. Apparently, I cannot use this because it's not available. The user-to-user version is not available. It's GPU encoding. But let me check. Yeah, it's using GPU. I'll have a look after we've done this. It's interesting, but it's not allowing me to do that. Can I do delegation for DC? Okay, it's now throwing an error. Attack you. Oh, well, you know what? Let's do it the way Bloodhound states. And then we can, of course. No, so the problem that I've had just earlier with the stream is my network connection completely dropped on my machine. It's not CPU or GPU the issue. My physical, well, not my physical, my connection dropped. So my machine was not showing any kind of network connection whatsoever. I had internet connection on my laptop, on my phone, so the internet was working fine. It's just my machine was yes, let's put it this way. I think my machine hasn't been rebooted in about 4 weeks now, and it's been working hard. Okay, Linux abuse, delegate from, oh, bloody hell. Of course, because I've changed the password for that user. Okay. So we're allowed to delegate now for the DC. What's the next step? Is in packet ST SPN impersonate administrator Phantom VL. Let's put that DC. And we need an SPN for the DC, don't we? Yeah, I've checked the latest version of NXC, but it doesn't seem to have user to user. At least not in the release version. Maybe it's in development. Let's see. YouTube. Oh, so it was merged 5 hours ago, but there's no release created. So, you just shared the link that was done like 2 minutes ago, and you're... Nice. We need to keep an eye on that. But yes, it looks like this was done, what, 5 hours ago. So I don't think there's a release that's been done yet. But nice one anyway. I'll keep an eye on it. You said impact it as user to user as well. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. If anyone wants to Discord, yeah, happy to have chats with anyone there. Yeah, so you're quite up to date, as I said. Looking at the pull request to add user to user, this was done 5 hours ago. And apparently it's in the 1.6 milestone, so it won't actually be released just yet. Angel D, were you on All House Red stream? I might be mistaking your username, but I somehow remember that username. Okay. Well, I think we've actually been chatting on Discord as well for a while. Well, welcome to the stream. Okay, I've lost my train of thought. Where were we? Yeah, it's 151 as well. And user to user is not available there. If you look here, it says it's in the 1.6 milestone. We can try to get the files straight from main. Let's see. Will this break my installation? Hopefully not. Git clone. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. So it is in main, but it wasn't released yet. Which means, how do we compile this version? Default. Let's see. Yeah, so pip install. Oh, great. Python 3, like, pn, not pn. Let's see. Source. Okay, so that's pointing there, which is not what I want. NXC. There we go. It's not set. I've changed the user password again. In packet, describe ticket. hoping it's the same hash, but okay. That's a new one. Hey, at least this one still works. Yeah, I've tried to upgrade it with pipx, but do you actually have that version? Do you have U2U in NXC? SMB. Because I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not in the latest version that's released. So what do we need to do here? I forgot where we were. But the delegation is not correct, is it? We need our user to delegate from. Why am I being stupid tonight? Oh, sorry guys. As I said, long day, and it's freaking annoying to have issues with my machine. Okay. So now basically we've allowed NICHOLS here to delegate to the DC. And now because we have the password, we can get the service ticket. Let's close this one because I don't need it. And this. Okay, we need an SPN. Let's use host. Administrator. What am I missing? Come on, chat, work with me on this. What am I missing here? Can you imagine I have to actually go to work tomorrow morning and I did not have a weekend off? Basically what I've seen there. Yeah, let's have a look. No results. User to user. Yeah. To modify the SPN. So we've already done this. Right, let's go from the start. Thank you for the follow. Exploit Tony. I'm just trying to get my brain to work tonight, so oh wow, 220 followers. I just saw that. Okay. Right, let's try this. No. Packet, describe ticket. What? Okay. We now have a session key here. Let me just write these to the notes. So we now have the hash. Okay, change password. Okay, so we've changed the password. Administrator host at DC Phantom.vl Phantom.vl. Okay, so we have an administrator ticket now. And that's it. And basically afterwards we can do yep. Uh 23463 DC dot .vl. There we go. Well, I don't think I've ever used it this way, so thanks for the heads up. I've never used it with user to user, so I've learned something new today, which is good. So apparently, administrator is not allowed to authenticate with NTLM hash. Or not that hash anyway. No, he's not. Oh. But we have all the hashes from the server. 10, 1 to 9, 2, 3, 4, 63, tech U, administrator, tech H. No, that's hashes, I think. I don't remember. We'll see. Let's have a look. Actually, we can use the cache as well here. And we can do tech X. Where am I? There we go. And if we really want to exploit, preserve 8443, we can do wget HTTP 1421. There we go. See users, administrator, desktop, root.txt. And we got the flag. Took us a while. Well, we got there in the end. So let me just add this to my notes. Right, well, shall we find someone to raid? I will be streaming again Tuesday, hopefully. But yeah, it all depends. As I said before, I'm in the middle of a house move at the moment. So a lot of packing, a lot of carrying stuff. There's a lot, half of my office is gone at the moment, basically. And I have boxes everywhere. So let's see, anyone on InfoSec streamers? Yes, we have Pentester TV. Let's show him some love, and thank you again everyone for being here. He's doing a Linux box on HackTheBox, so thank you again, have a nice evening, and see you soon.